know the club want to sign 2 midfielders this summer following the departure of Casemiro. So Dave has been looking at 2 names of interest.
Yes, 2 coming up. One for Kevin's old club, West Ham, coming up in a moment. But first, we're going to talk about this guy. Now, Casemiro has had his best season in a United shirt, but he's leaving. So who should Michael Carrick replace him with? Let's look at 2 of the candidates, starting with 26-year-old Ederson at Atalanta. Now, it's our information that Manchester United are in advanced talks with Atalanta over a deal. Personal terms not expected to be an issue there. And significantly, his contract is up in a year's time. So it might mean there's a bargain to be had for Manchester United. Let's see how his season in Serie A stacks up against Casemiro. Not too much between them in terms of touches. Ederson, though, good on the ball. He has a higher passing accuracy, but that might be because he's a slightly safer passer than Casemiro. Fewer passes forward for Ederson, more sideways passes you'll see there. 31.9 for Ederson compared to 28.7 for Casemiro. What Ederson also gives you is a great engine, getting up and down the pitch. Strong in the duels as well. You can see his dual success there. Can he give the same to Manchester United?
What do you think? Good. Would they be good signings, Kev?
I think Fernandes, he's really impressed me. He's been fantastic for West Ham, really took them to new levels. He's probably been the standout player, and Jared's probably pushed him close, but for me, he's been the standout player for West Ham. I think he'd be an excellent signing for Manchester United if West Ham were willing to let him go. But under a big contract, you never know.
Man that won't be there next season is Casemiro in that midfield. He's moving on. He's had 4 years at the club. Largely done OK, hasn't he? I mean, this season particularly, he's become a bit of a cult hero at Man United.
I think he's done better in the back part of that 4 years. You know, the most recent performances, you're thinking, well, why are they letting him go all of a sudden? Because he's finding his best. I mean, incredible in the air, Casemiro, for something. He just seems to find a header on target from set pieces. But he's such somebody who just complements Bruno Fernandes really well. And I think that there's a relationship they might miss. So they've got to make sure they get someone in to replace him.
So who do they go for then? If you're Manchester United, you're looking... And it's not probably one midfield signing, because you're thinking, actually, they needed more than just one central midfielder for next season, don't they?
Yeah.
Because they're a little bit light in that position anyway. What type of player should United be looking at to replace Casemiro then?
Well, when I get a look at this list, obviously Anderson's at the top. His stats are outstanding. For me, he's probably better than what Casemiro is, that sitter. I think he can play in an 8. I think he's got more to give. And I think what you say about it, it's that accountability to let others thrive.
His ability in both boxes, aerially, as well, defensively, and scoring goals this season. The goals that he scored this season have been really vital, well, haven't they? I mean,
I think for Manchester United, you need someone that's going to sit and allow others to express themselves.
Well, we've got these
on that list, Tonali, for me.
We've got these names on the list because if you think about Man United's recruitment last summer, they went for ready-made Premier League players, didn't they?
It was good recruitment.
Seshko was a bit of a gamble, a younger striker, but Bruno and Cunha were ready-made players. They were at the peak of their powers, and they were regular goal scorers in the Premier League. That's what they went for. So if we're looking at a Premier League midfield player to replicate Casemiro, where would you go, Leroy?
There's 2 players that stand out for me. Could go straight into United's side and deal with playing for Man United. That is Anderson, totally agree.
Yeah.
But Tonali as well at Newcastle. And I think Tonali's got goals in him as well. He's got an unbelievable strike, and I think in that environment at United, I think that would bring the best out of him. But I agree with Glenn. I think Anderson...
The problem is you've got competition as well, haven't you?
Yeah.
Because the talk is that Manchester City are looking at Anderson as well. If you're him, where would you go? Would you choose working under Pep Guardiola, a team that's serial winners?
Possibly, yeah.
Or do you choose Carrick, a man that's come from... I think Anderson and him come from the same place, don't they? Both midfield players. Do you go there?
I suppose it depends what Manchester United want as well. Are they wanting somebody that they can develop and make better for the future as well, like a Belieber, like a Scott, like a Wharton, that someone's going to keep developing? Or are you looking for more of a finished product in Tonali? It's all due to their recruitment and what they want.
If I was getting 2, I'd take Anderson and Fernandes, or Tonali and Fernandes. I think Fernandes at West Ham, I think is an unbelievable talent. I think he's a young one who could go in there, in behind another midfield signing.
Just quickly on Belieber as well, because he's had a disappointing season probably, hasn't he? Because last summer, United looked at him.
They did,
and wanted him, didn't they?
Exceptional talent. Hasn't quite... His form has dipped a little bit this year, but I think as far... If he can knit everything together, all his attributes together, he could be one of the best in the world.
Leroy, can you just bring in up this next graphic? So that's replacing Casemiro. Man United look like they've replaced Amorim with Michael Carrick. It looks like long-term he's going to be signing a deal to stay. I mean, actually, when you look at the numbers this season, with the ball, they're not actually vastly different, are they? They score more goals under Michael Carrick, but the XG is slightly lower, shots are down, on target's about the same, touches in the opposition box are slightly down and less of the ball. So looking at that, you'd say the numbers aren't actually vastly different, but the results under Carrick have been vastly different.
And that's because of Bruno Fernandes being higher up the pitch.
Simple as that.
It's as simple as that.
Is it not all about the change of shape as well?
The change of shape.
Do they suit a back four more than the back three?
Absolutely. Change of shape, getting Bruno Fernandes far up the pitch, so he's in that position, higher up the pitch with the ball, your best player, and they're creating more, and they're scoring more often with the same quality of chances that they're creating.
If I'm playing devil's advocate, is that sustainable? Those numbers, Glenn, that we're seeing under Michael Carrick compared to Amorim, because those numbers are obviously down on what Amorim's are, but the results have been better. Can they sustain that?
Yes, they can. And the reason behind it is substance and better finishing, in my mind. Better players, they're creating those chances for better players. When I look at Amorim's tenure, you're looking at Højlund and Xerxes, you're missing chances off the back of that. You're losing confidence. All of a sudden, you've got teams counter-attacking on you. This Manchester United, you've got the likes of Cunha and Buemo. They put the ball in the back of the net, therefore it stops it at all.
Can they challenge next season under Michael Carrick with the extra games of Europe as well? Is that going to be a problem for them?
No, not for a club like Manchester United, not with a group of players with this mentality. With another transfer window as successful as last summer, yes, they can challenge at the top end of the Premier League table.
Leroy?
Yes, they can. I think 3 quality players.
3?
3. I think
not more?
Yeah, but
squad?
I do think they've got some decent players in there who come out of that side and support. You know, Harry Maguire's been rejuvenated.
Interesting.
So I think 3 top quality players, spend the money, and they could be up there.
They're guaranteed to finish.
He's held Manchester United together for a number of years. I think he's probably got a little bit more quality around him going forward now, and that shows in these numbers, I think.
And you've got to remember, it wasn't great at the start of the season because he's playing centre midfield.
Yeah.
You know, for 3-4 months, he's playing centre midfield, but his attitude to the game was, I'll go and do it. It wasn't moaning, he was going and do it. Then Michael Carrick's come in, put him in his correct position, and then now he's been world class.
Let's have a look at some of his assists then, if I can get this to play. Doesn't seem as though he wants to play ball at the moment.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Here we go.
I love this assist. I just think it's absolutely outstanding.
Is this your favourite?
He makes this look so easy. And that's just brilliant. Who could execute that? Absolutely magnificent.
Yeah. I mean, his awareness, he's always looking over his shoulder, isn't he? He's always looking to see what's on, and he's always looking to play the killer pass.
I think the key with England is that he finds space. You know, they do think he's playing.
He likes this pocket, doesn't he? For me, this is the best assist because there's no margin for error here. This has got to be perfectly weighted, right in between the 2 defenders, goalkeeper there. He's exceptional. This one
is up there for me. I think the weight of pass here, he's obviously got options left and right, but he's got an option through the middle as well. And Bumo's run's brilliant, but he doesn't have to break stride.
Yeah.
It's perfect. The weight of pass is perfect. I actually think the one against Aston Villa as well, that'll be coming up in a minute. The pass through to Matheus Cunha.
Yeah. This one against Fulham.
Last minute of the game.
Again, important goals as well. Great finish, Sesko.
Yeah.
This is where he does his damage, just on this right-hand side, doesn't he?
Yes, the pocket you were talking about, isn't it? The pocket of space, but he's always in space. This is the one I was talking about, Aston Villa.
I mean, you think is there any danger? I mean, they've got a back 4 in place, 2-3 midfield players in front. But look at him just drifting out this left-hand side.
Do you know what we were talking about earlier? You need runners in behind. Well, Burma's made a run in behind. It hasn't come. Cunha makes a run in behind. It does come.
Yeah.
From Bruno Fernandes.
And that's vision, isn't it?
Yeah.
Top quality. But he's stage fit all season as well. You know,
I think that's a key thing with Bruno Fernandes, isn't it? His durability.
Yeah.
Doesn't miss many games. I think he picked up an injury at Aston Villa, didn't he? Missed a couple of matches over Christmas or around that time. But he just doesn't get injured. And this is the record equaling assist against Forest.
Well, every time he got the ball, he was actually trying to get the assist. He was kind of turning down goal-scoring opportunities, and he deserved it. And look what it means to him. Look, he's going to be a Premier League legend.
Not just him, but look to his teammates as well. The reaction that they have as well. They're all absolutely delighted as well.
You mentioned it in the first part about willing runners, and when that ball doesn't come, you stop running. But with him, you'll run all day because you know that he's got the ability to find you, don't you?
Absolutely. And you know what? Lots of people find him difficult to take because he's always having a go at teammates. But we know, as a teammate, he just demands the best, and it brings out the best in players who want to be in a big environment like Manchester United.
So yesterday was a big day because he equalled the record, but actually, you said he was trying to find teammates all day. He could have broken the record, really, couldn't he, with the chances that he created.
People kept on just letting him down, but it shows that how much he knows what it's all about and how much it means to him because he wants to become a legend. Man United, look, they secured third place for that performance yesterday.
That should have been it.
That should have been, but he wants brilliant. He wants to be top of the metrics in everything, and I think he wants to stay with United and win something next season.
Yeah. You're thinking shoot? No. Wants to pick a pass. He wants to find that assist record.
It's brilliant.
It's nice to see because he's had some tough years for Manchester United, as he's played, like you said, further back, and this is him expressing himself and being good at
tough years as a collective, as an individual. He's been the player of the year 5 times at Man United. That shows how valuable he's been to them since he signed. No doubt the best sign, isn't he, post Sir Alex Ferguson?
Yeah, what a pass.
And you know what? I know people have talked about Ruben Amorim, it didn't work out for him playing midfield, but what Ruben Amorim wanted him to be would be the centre of everything United do. Yeah. That's it. That was in his thinking. Whether he think it was the wrong decision or not,
but defensively, did he have the nous to play in that position?
Absolutely, but he wanted him to get on the board.
Wanted him to be more of a quarterback, didn't he?
Exactly. And he was thinking about how do I get him into the game? Because he's the most important player at United, and I think he liked that responsibility. Unfortunately for him, it was in the wrong position. But I think he went there, did his absolute best. And it's no surprise. At the end of this season, they've got the absolute best out.
You wonder where United would be without him. This is the most assists in a Premier League season. Just confirmation that he equals the record of De Bruyne and Thierry Henry. He's got a game left. Brighton. This weekend.
He's not breaking that. Not this year, but not Bruno.
If he keeps trying to lay him on a plate like he did at the weekend against Forest, then he absolutely will. Chances created this season.
Wow.
132, almost double the next
it?
best. Look at the gap between him and the rest of the Premier League in terms of creating chances this season. That's frightening, isn't it?
It's ridiculous. And there's an opposing manager who say, well, look, why didn't you just go and stop him playing? But you can't, because he just creates space for himself. Just outstanding. It just says how good he is. Just how good.
This is how important he's been to Manchester United. This is points won via goals and assists in the Premier League since 2020. There's only Mo Salah won more points with his 193 goals and assists, but Bruno, 141 goals and assists, and he's won 111 points. Frightening, that.
I think you've got to take into consideration Liverpool have probably been in a better position than Manchester United throughout that period as well, haven't they? Yeah. Erling Haaland, a much better position, winning titles, but still third.
Well, he'll be there next season, won't he? Bruno Fernandes.